Why do men very often fail to keep their promises? Very often girls say, if I promise someone something, I keep my word. For me, this is above all. But here he is, he doesn't behave like that at all. And pay attention, very often we are talking about a man who has achieved some kind of success in business or in work, in a career. That is, where doing what you should, fulfilling your obligations, promises is highly valued. Then there is a man who has achieved success there. And this means that he is responsible. He keeps promises at work, in business, in some areas with friends, but with a woman, he forgets promises. Let's figure out why. Well, firstly, men don't keep their promises. They forget with those women they didn't fall in love with. Because from their youth, they develop immunity. Every girl in their life from the first date, whatever, from the first date, from kindergarten, has been hammering him. You must, you are a boy. You must, you are a guy. You are a man. You must. And when he promised something, then she hammers him even more. You promised, you promised. So this hammering from infancy leads to the fact that they already develop immunity to this. Why promise then, the girl asks? It would be better not to promise, and then no one would bother, right? Yes, because it's easier for a man to promise a woman than not to promise. Let's just put ourselves in the man's shoes. So his goal is to sleep with this woman. So he met a pretty girl, wanted sex, promised something, she was happy, slept with him, the goal was achieved. The criminal code was not violated. The goal was achieved in the most peaceful way. He has the right, why not? If a girl wants to be deceived, she will be deceived, no matter with this man or with another. The pattern worked for him, he will repeat it with a new girl. This is a fact. Men promise and do not fulfill. This is how it is. This is how this world works. Why am I telling you this? So that you can see the truth, so that you don't fly in illusions. While a man is not in love, he behaves in this way with this woman, most often. This is not any individual man, only yours. All men behave this way, but when they fall in love, oh, how many transformations I have seen of men when they fall in love and turn into mega caring, mega reverent, mega loving, sweet, and tender. And then they are ready to do everything for their beloved. They fulfill all their promises for their beloved women and don't even wait for her to say, just hear hints from her lips when a man is in love. So what to do? You have to make a man fall in love and not be offended by the fact that they are all like that. Could it be that a man doesn't want a relationship at all? Of course it can. If you do everything right in a relationship, the man will treat you very well. And yes, he will most likely be with you when he wants a relationship. But that's no guarantee that he'll want it today. And to think that others want the same thing as you is disrespectful to them. A man in this period of his life can generally only be in the mood for easy sex or for career growth. Yes, he may fall in love unexpectedly. There are plenty of such cases. But the likelihood is much less than if he was purposefully looking for a relationship. Let's try to imagine how to feel it. Imagine that you have been offered your dream job with an excellent salary and prospects for growth. Today they offered you such a job that your head was spinning simply with happiness. You plunged into work responsibly, headlong, tomorrow. And the arrangement of your personal life, of course, has faded into the background until better times. When, for example, you get the hang of it, you get a promotion. And during this period, the man begins to offer you a relationship. By the way, as often happens in life, because people are drawn to where success is. And that's not what you're supposed to do at all. And the work is so interesting that you are just completely absorbed in this work, and you have a goal, and you feel good. Will it be easy for this man to convince you and make you fall in love if you are currently closed to relationships? At this period of your life, you are only tuned to work. Just like that man at this period, let's say, of life, is only tuned to easy sex. He plans to start a relationship sometime later, in the future, but not now, for example. And therefore, it is advisable to see that when a person puts up such a wall, do not try to convince him and make him fall in love. Just be friends, otherwise you will have to spend a lot of effort. It is much easier to build relationships with those who are ready for a family and are looking for a girl for a relationship. Therefore, if a man does not want a relationship at all, treat this with respect and leave him alone. He has the right to have his own views on his life, on his own life. men don't understand hints? Often women who are unable to build relationships say that men are like children. They need to be told everything directly. They are stupid, unreasonable, slow-witted. This is a myth. This is such a great disrespect for men, which was invented by unsuccessful women, annoying, unclaimed women. Men understand everything from a half hint, just like you. Who has a brother? And if you have a good relationship with him, if you communicate, you will confirm that he understands all the hints. Hint to him about something, that you are cold, that you want to eat, that you want to go somewhere. Then go, and he will understand everything as quickly as you. Why then, if men understand everything from a half hint, then why don't they react? Why do you think they don't react, although they understand everything very quickly? Yes, because they don't want to. Because this is a partner in a strong position, and a partner in a strong position, no matter whether it is a man or a woman, does not take hints from a weak partner. Sometimes he even tells him, "You tell me directly. Otherwise, I don't understand." Why does he say that? Yes, because he doesn't want to do this. He doesn't want to do what his partner in a weak position offers. Let's imagine this situation. Imagine that you are a partner in a strong position. Imagine that a man with whom you are not yet in love, this man is hinting at joining him for a walk, but you just don't want to. Well, you don't want today to go for a walk with him. You let this hint pass through your ears, and then he hints to you again about going for a walk. Then he drops another transparent hint, which for the third time becomes so opaque, it's already boring you. What do you feel for this man who, from your first reaction, did not understand that you did not want to go out? You feel pity for such people and a desire to get away from them as quickly as possible. But perhaps you would then want to keep him company and take a walk if you were in the appropriate mood to take a walk. But this man turned out to be boring. If he was cheerful and easygoing, if he didn't put pressure on you, he would have a lot of people wanting to hang out with him. It's exactly the same in your case. What do you have to do? You need to develop your charm and not fool a person with hints. First, the man notes to himself that the girl is interesting. He would like to talk to her, get to know her, and then he begins to propose activities and not vice versa. The more she charms him, the more she is liked by him, the more he will offer to her. If he doesn't like the girl, then hints won't help either, but will only make things worse. So there's no need to repeat the hints. The man himself will offer. He doesn't want to yet. He doesn't offer. He has every right to set priorities in his life himself, without your help, just as you have every right to do this. Therefore, the fact that men do not understand hints, that they are stupid like children, I repeat, this is a great disrespect for men, which simply will not allow you to build a relationship with any man, because the man will see, feel disrespect from you, and he will immediately push away and leave. Girls ask me this all the time. Each time the partner in a weak position believes that the partner in a strong position is shy. When a person loves any person, man, woman, then he cannot remain silent about his feelings for a long time. Because love is the driving force. She forces you to take some steps towards the man. Love makes any person act, even the shy one. Otherwise, a lover simply will not find peace for himself if he does not do something. These may not necessarily be declarations of love. They may be some kind of gestures towards a loved one, proposals, a desire to spend free time together. In general, there should definitely be increased attention if a person loves. The lover is drawn towards the beloved. He wants to spend as much time as possible with his loved one.